first the idea is not absurd, then there's no hope for it. Albert Einstein. People of the world, welcome to The Giant. The visitor attraction for the 21st century. The exhibition space featuring the Giant Experience, a glorious celebration of the great men and women of your country, inventors, artists, scientists, celebrities, and athletes. The viewing tower. See the city from the shoulders of a giant. The roof garden. New dimensions in retail, gastronomy, and special events for diversity of occasions. The world's tallest moving sculpture. Its head moves. Its arms move. It speaks and sings. A place to behold heroes and superheroes. A space to celebrate the great and the good. The game changers, the icons of your city and country. Every hour, the Giant transforms into an extraordinary person, from sports, science, characters, your favorite heroes, and recites poetry and words of wisdom to the crowds below. A space to celebrate the great and the good. The great men and women who have made this world a better place to live in.
Home against the odds.
Okay. Dad.
After surviving an ordeal straight out of the storybooks. Fisherman Michael Packard was diving for lobster 45 feet down in Cape Cod when his day took an unexpected turn.
I was just about at the bottom and I just felt this truck hit me and everything just went dark and I could just feel just hard stuff all around me, like, and I just thought, did I just get eaten by a white shark? And then I said, no, I don't feel any teeth. And I said, oh my God, I'm in the mouth of a whale.
In fact, it was a humpback whale, and for 40 seconds, Michael was stuck in its mouth.
He's swimming, and I could just be in his mouth, and he's swimming, and I'm like, this is how you're gonna go, Michael. This is how you're gonna die.
Losing hope, he thought about his boys and the rest of his family.
All of a sudden, I saw light, and I just could feel his head shaking, and I just got thrown out of his mouth into the water. There was just white water everywhere.
As his friend pulled him into the boat, he was in serious pain and thought the whale had broken his legs. In fact, he'd dislocated his knee and had other soft tissue injuries, but was otherwise unscathed. For some
parents in New Hampshire are upset about how their unvaccinated kids were treated at the prom. Students who haven't had the shot were marked on their hands with a Sharpie. Now, the school says it was for contact tracing. WBZ's Mike LaCrosse is live in Exeter tonight with the story. Mike?
David, parents are very upset, but they're worried to speak out, so they're voicing their concerns through a local state representative.
They were horrified, to be perfectly honest with you.
Parents of Exeter High School students are upset with how the school did contact tracing during the senior prom.
They want their voices to be heard, and they're afraid to speak out. You see that.
State Representative Melissa Litchfield says parents started reaching out to her last weekend following the prom, which was held Friday night outside under a tent at the high school. The school district says students who were not fully vaccinated or unable to show a vaccine card had a number written on their hand. Representative Litchfield shared these photos sent to her from parents.
I just think that in this day and age, it probably wasn't the best choice of how to handle things, simply because it's a matter of show your papers, and if you don't produce your papers, we're going to brand you.
Every few songs, the students were asked to raise their hands so it could be determined who they were dancing around. The district says this was all part of its contact tracing system. Exeter High School principal Mike Monahan reports students and parents' feedback has been positive. He says, "We hope the community will understand that while no model is perfect, this model let the students enjoy a close to normal and highly desired experience to cap off their senior year. That's the memory we want to leave them with."
Think again. They could have done better than that. They could have thought of an alternative.
Word of the district's contact tracing system is the talk around the small New Hampshire town.
You should know that you're vaccinated, but maybe they could have found a better way to do it.
And at this point, the district says there have been no reports of any COVID cases from last week's prom. Reporting live in Exeter tonight, I'm Mike LaCrosse, WBC News.